everyone, it's Suki here and welcome back to my channel. It's really nice seeing y'all again this week, and for this week's video, as seen from the title, this happens when a content creator runs out of ideas. A Q&A. Right now is like the university season and I've already made a lot of university video for you guys, but I never really know if it actually helps you guys, if it actually pinpoints to the problem that you want to know. So I think the most effective way is doing Q&A so I can actually answer the question that you actually want to be answered, and also partly because I am low-key running out of ideas. Alright, I will start with my Instagram and question submissions. This is my Instagram handle. Yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram and DM me if you have more questions I haven't answered, because I reply to nearly all of my DM. If it doesn't come out creepy, then I'll definitely reply. How is it studying online at Sheffield University? Is it easier to get grades in online class? Okay, I have to say yes and no, which is the worst answer anyone can reply, but I need to justify. So technically yes, because if you have an online exam, I feel like cheating is really manageable and feasible, because you can always use your books, even if it says it's non-open book. Like, who's gonna know if you didn't use your book? But you can also call your friends during your exam and do it together. There's just so many ways to cheat, and I think it is inevitable that people will cheat, because you know, we always want to do our best and we find weird ways to achieve for ourselves. But so yes in that way, and no in another way, because me personally, I feel like online lecture just isn't as effective as like a face-to-face lecture. I find trouble just concentrating in class, and I feel like my classmate just doesn't really participate as well. So I just think that kind of just makes education a lot harder, which in that aspect it's not as good. How is it working at the students' union? Okay, that is a really good question, because I feel like employment is definitely something that all university students will come across, and I definitely recommend working for your university, because they're the one who ultimately understands you the most and know that you have uni work as well. So they keep their work hours really flexible, so you kind of just fill yourself in slots that you can actually do, and the pay is normally pretty good. I don't want to say the exact amount, but it's around like 9 to 10 pounds an hour. Yeah, I guess that also answered your other question that you submitted, which is what is the average wage a part-time job student is paid. So that is the average for me. I'm not sure for all the other jobs. Okay, this is more like a personal question, but I think it's quite interesting. She just asked favorite food. I actually made a whole video about like food in Sheffield, so if you are interested in like what are the hidden gems, I am like a semi-foodie myself, and I do try to explore the cuisine of a new country as much as possible, so you can check that video out. But I think my favorite food, I can't really pin down to one dish. My favorite cuisine is definitely Japanese cuisine. I love Japanese food, but I'm definitely not a picky eater, so I'm good with any food except for... Actually, I don't really have an except. I don't dislike any food. Oh, I don't like cake, which is so weird, but that's the only food that I don't like fudge cake, etc. is something that I don't like to eat. What advice would you give to international students joining University of Sheffield this September? I guess for all the first year students, especially during this time, just don't panic. Big lectures, you probably will have it virtually. Your seminars might go on as normal, so if the group sizes are probably, if it's smaller than 10 people, it might go on as normal. That's what the university has put out right now, but I don't know what the future will hold. And I guess the advice is, honestly, like if it wasn't for this COVID-19, I would say join a law of society, meet people, put yourself out there, because I feel like the first year is not really academic heavy. It's more like trying to fit into this university environment, understand the people around you, and understand the academic system. But I think it's a bit more difficult under this COVID-19 situation, but who knows, like maybe by September everything's gonna be normal, so you never know. First year, as I said in my other video, the grade doesn't matter, you just need a pass. It's a pass or fail system. And I guess that also answered another question, do you know how classes will take place next semester at Sheffield? Basically, I answered that earlier on. I think half will be virtual, half will be like face-to-face. How do you cope with the stress surrounding your degree and the future? Oh gosh, actually, I had a big burnout this morning. I just felt so unproductive. Yeah, I definitely overstress a lot about my university degree. I always want to do my best. Whenever I get really stressed, I just tend to look at the bigger picture of the society, and just knowing that I'm in this situation of my life, that I get food I want to eat, and I have the top course of education that I could ever find. It's already really good. I don't think I'm the best person to answer because I'm really bad at coping with stress. But let me know if you found out how to cope with stress too, because I do want to know a good solution for that. Okay, now let's go on YouTube and look at the questions. These are some personal questions. They're quick fire questions, so I'll just probably answer them quickly. Where are you from? I'm from Hong Kong, born and raised in Hong Kong. How old are you? I'm 20 years old. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a youngest sister. She is like 12. She's turning 13 soon, but she's quite young, and we have a really good relationship. Like, she's probably one of my best friends. And how's it like being in uni? And brackets, I finished school, but I didn't want to go to uni after I got 2 kids and moved to a different country. That's why I'm asking. First of all, just thank you for being a mom to 2 kids. That is just such a selfless sacrifice of you not going to uni for your kids. I do want to say kudos for you for that. I really do look up to moms. Honestly, like, moms are just the greatest people in the world. Anyway, I think being in uni is fun. I definitely don't regret going to uni and spending that amount of money going, because I learn things, I meet people, and I get to branch out and try new things, and obviously immerse to a new culture in the UK because I'm an international student. One of the good things about university is that there's people from all ages. You know, like, it's good being in uni, but if you don't go to uni, I don't think it's the end of the world too. What is your post-uni career plans? As a class of 2019 grad, I'm missing the uni life. Honestly, I am not looking forward to finishing my degree. I finished next year, so in 2021, and I love undergrad. I just don't want to work yet, so I'm probably gonna do a master's, and ideally in the US. But as I mentioned just now, I had a burnout this morning, mainly for my standardizing tests in order for me to get into the US colleges. It was really stressful, and I just feel like I'm not smart enough to get it. I don't know, but if not, I'll probably go to London and look at some London universities. So got an internship at a media marketing slash public relations company, which is a field that I'm quite interested in. So I'll see how that internship go, and that will really give me a bigger picture on what I want to do in the future. We have much chance to explore the peaks. Could make a good video for you to climbing the one mountain and the peaks. The peaks were like 50% of the reason why I chose to move to Sheffield for uni. Okay, I just hate to say this, but I've never been to the peaks, and I always want to go. It's definitely on my bucket list. But like, by the time I wanted to go, the weather just was so bad. It was raining all the time. It was really cold, and I just think going to the peaks wasn't feasible for me, because I would probably turn into an ice lolly by the time I reached the peaks, because I definitely am used to warmer climates, and when it's cold in Sheffield, I mean, it's freezing for me. So yeah, I definitely would go. Why did you not go to a university in Hong Kong? That's actually a really good question. I think the main reason is because I don't want to stay in Hong Kong for my whole life. I always have a vision of me just studying abroad somewhere and exploring a new culture, living in a new city. I just love traveling ever since I was a kid. My dad always brings me around the world, and I just don't want to stay in Hong Kong for university as well. I'm a really curious person, and I just want to go to a new place, meet new people, and just learn more about the world. So yeah, I think that is probably why, and I think it's the best decision I've ever made. Just wondering how come you were able to enroll directly into undergrad as an international student. I thought in the UK international students had to do a foundation program before enrolling as an undergrad student. At least that's what I'm having to do. Okay, I guess because I went to a British boarding school in Hong Kong, so all the exam I did aligns with the British university system. So I did A-levels and GCSE as well. So I think that's why I didn't have to do foundation. Also, like, I didn't have to do IELTS as well, since I did A-level English literature. And I think one of the reasons why people do foundation is to let them adapt to like the British program. Okay, sorry, my phone battery died. So yeah, I was saying how yes, they probably will use it as a year as a stepping stone for them to integrate into an undergrad study. So I think that is probably why, like, because I went to like a British boarding school, so my like integration to uni wasn't as different as yours maybe. Are there any unforeseen costs as an international undergrad student in Sheffield? I think nothing dramatic ever happened that I didn't expect. I'm definitely in a lucky position where it was easy for me to make friends, it was easy for me to fit in, I didn't get homesick at all. But I think some of the unforeseen costs as an international student normally would be the adaptation, so maybe some language barrier, maybe some like homesickness, and the big level of responsibility that you have to take as an adult living abroad. I think those are probably the key things, and there really wasn't any discrimination upon my race. The biggest one is probably during COVID-19 season, people were coughing next to me like teenagers as a joke because I'm an Asian, and you know, people think that Asian is like the origin of the coronavirus or something like that. They put it in hearts. It didn't really hurt me mentally. I just kind of brushed it off because they're teenagers and they're kind of ignorant. Okay, the last question I'm gonna answer is, how has it been back being with your family? This is a really nice question. First of all, thanks for asking and checking up on me. I am so glad I came back to Hong Kong. Like, I can't imagine just staying in the UK alone during this crazy time, and I'm glad I took the risk and took a flight back to Hong Kong, because right now Hong Kong is pretty much normal, as I've said in my other vlogs, and I'm really grateful, and it's just good to be back with my family and having their support for me. Honestly, I just hope everyone is safe. I think well-being is definitely in the priority of everyone's life, so make sure you take good care of yourself and utilize this time to just do things that you never had time to do. Honestly, time is something that no one can ever redeem back, so don't take this for granted and see it in the positive light, I guess. Anyway, yes, that's all the questions I'm probably gonna answer, since I think I answered a bit more, but my phone died halfway, so I just don't have the energy to repeat my answers again, if I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. I hope this video helped you. If any of you are going to Sheffield for your next academic year, I'm really happy for you, and hopefully I'll be able to meet you there. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.